I'm not sure what's going on here, but hi. Yeah, things are freaking out. It's like the first time I've had, like, seriously dropped frames for whatever reason. Ugh. I didn't make any changes to the stream. Let's see. Settings. I know I didn't change where I'm streaming from. And I used it Thursday and everything was fine, so I'm not sure what's going on today. But yeah, very much looks like drop frames are the thing of today. Not sure why. Who knows? Ooh, also I missed a thing. But yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good Saturday so far. Been feeling cold, so I had this on. Even though it's the warmest room in the house, like, legitimately. It's just, even though it's warm, I very much am one of these. I get very cold easily, people. It seems to help right now. But yeah, I think very much it's gonna be a much drop frames going on today. General plan is to spin Floof. I'm still on third bobbin from the last time because I barely spun during my break, and basically probably gonna be pretty close to finishing at this point. We'll see. Also, I didn't hook the thing. Although my only thing is, might be too many things using the Wi-Fi, but I don't think so. Because more things use the Wi-Fi and this thing is not freaked out, so I don't know what's going on here today. Let's plug in this foot thingy. Also, add a smart, well, not smart, short little thing. Anybody who checks out the channel points will notice that I have a couple new additions in here. I realize I didn't put it in here before, but we have the stream weather thing from Pixel Plush Dev, so I added a couple of those. Also, apparently these, it can't be the specs. Sorry, getting a message about Sock Madness stuff, so I am checking that while chatting with you guys. Because it looks like stuff might have been released already. Which, if this is the case, let me see. Let's work out. Blah blah. Okay, so general specs. Alright. Oh, there are beads this year again. Cool. At least for one of them. Alright. So those have already dropped and it's January. That's really, really strange. Well, that's good to know. Alright, so now that we've got that, let me go over to the spin camera as I continue to drop frames into forever. Like, this is getting abysmally bad, and I don't know why. Alright, and I'd set it to do this because lighting's being weird. So let's shift this a wee bit over. So before I get started, this is basically some merino and Tessa silk. 80% merino, 20% Tessa silk that I am spinning here. So turn that on. Alright, dropped a little bit of you. Been spinning quite a bit thinly, but given it's silk, it's fine. Plus, I'm planning to do a 4-ply, so it should be alright. We'll see. But yeah, I'm pretty close. I need like 0.2 ounces left until I'm done with this bobbin. Which, once I finish this piece, I'm gonna measure it on my scale I have sitting over here outside of frame to see what's what with that. Yeah, I was not kidding when I said doing this stuff on stream made me more accountable, because yeah. Also, I'm thinking I might turn this down. Let's see. Match boards. Because I put the... I have like a little cooldown time to avoid the stuff getting spammed too much, but I think I might turn it down to like maybe every 10 minutes instead of every 20. Which I literally just got it done less than an hour before stream got started, so I really do need to fiddle around and customize it and so on and so forth. Alright, let's see. Turn these down to 10 minutes. I'm gonna save the other ones till I take my break, so it should be alright.
27. Woot.
Ah! I didn't hear that resub alert. Jane, hello. How goes? I didn't hear a thing of that. Because normally there's a sound. Alright. But yeah, frames are dropping like heck for no reason. I don't know why. And it's mildly annoying. Let's say 20 seconds.
My friends are my enemies.
Alright. So let me spin the wheels. Also, I'm not sure if you watch the VODs, but I have done a wee bit of changes. Alright, let's see. Where's the wheel? There it is. It's the only one hidden. That would help. Alright, so let's do that. And let's spin wheel. Let's see, what's that? Ooh, you get floofs. Alright. So, 1,000 floof. Just barely no sticker. also not a sub-square, so that is good for me. Alright, wrong one. I have too many goddamn frames open. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Let's give you your floof. Oh, so tell me what color you want, which I need to get rid of the neons because I'm pretty sure those are going to run out by the time I finish, or at least before I even get to finishing catching up on all the sub-squares, which I've done some, so I'm in the midst of doing that. Awesome! We should have some of that, I hope.
I never said I was on it. Of course. Awesome. I'm a child. No, y'all guys go better than me, man.
Ta-da! Alright. So, also, if I don't have that, what's your secondary color choice? Which I'm also making sure to actually write the date in here so I can not confuse anything. But yeah, thank you for that 27-month resub. I very much appreciate it. Ah, why am I clicking things? There it is. Ta-da! Alright. Let's see. But again, not fully done with making all my changes. I have to fiddle around with a couple of things here and there. But we're getting there. Also, did I move the hook since that? No, it doesn't look like I did. Cool. That's helpful. But yeah, I cannot believe the specs are already up. Because remember, sign up hasn't even happened. But that's like the general specs, I feel like. But yeah, I can't believe at least one of them have beads again. I didn't get a good look. And we're doing the frames. Jeez. I swear they did. I would have to look for the last one, but I swear it was after. But I could be wrong. What do I know? What is time anymore? Also, in things coming earlier than expected, my phone case is going to show up today instead of on Monday, which is very much good because I do not like having my phone without a case. Well, it's not like I'm leaving the house terribly much, but given how much I'm at klutz at times, I very much want to avoid potentially breaking the phone after I just got it, so yeah. Phone is going to have its phone case today. And then next week is going to probably be at least on Tuesday some unboxing on stream, although I have a video call with doctor stuff, so I might be starting a bit late. We'll see. I forgot it was Tuesday. That, or I might just change which days I'm streaming next week to avoid that happening altogether. But I could just start minutely early. And just pause at that time. Who knows? honestly, I'm still not fully sure if I'm honestly gonna do it. I might. Or at least just, you know, do the qualifier and maybe 1 or 2 rounds, but that's about it. Also, frame drop is 10,000 frames right now. This is getting utterly ridiculous. I really don't know what the hell's going on. But is it affecting you guys, or am I just worried over nothing for the moment? Fair. It depends on what socks they are, though. Like, what kind of socks. If it's anything like last year's, pretty sure there's gonna be some people who are like, nope. Because that was arguably pretty difficult for a qualifier sock. Not like the hardest sock ever, but yeah, for a qualifier, it's like, you sure? Okay, I won't need to move that. Partially I was a bit lazy. I did do some stuff, but yeah. Honestly, it was lazy. Even though I knew I was like, I only have 3 weeks. 3 weeks is not that long. I honestly just kind of needed some time to recharge, really. Like, I was not hanging out in streams like I thought I would be. Not that I was required to, but I figured since, you know, not streaming, I would have more time to do that, but I was just like, nope. I'm not really gonna socialize terribly much. It was weird. Although, arguably, I'm not highly social. I'm definitely more of a do my own thing kind of person. Yeah, it was definitely kind of weird to not be streaming for 3 weeks. And Twitch had sent me an email. I was like, hey, you know, this is the time of year where new people are more likely to show up. And it's like, great. I'm not doing streams at the moment, so this has nothing to do with me at the moment. Plus, it's not like, you know, new people are specified to be like just January, so it's kind of erroneous, Twitch. Do. Come on. One thing I did plan to do during break was actually spin a little bit more than I did, but that did not happen, because I'd wanted to get to the last bobbin, or at least have that done. I honestly barely touched my spinning wheel. Although I have gotten back into Duolingo, and frames continue to drop. I'd wonder if my resolution is too high, but that really should not be it, given I've streamed on here with no problem. It honestly could be a Twitch thing. Twitch being an absolute utter weirdo for whatever reason. Come on. It's not a lot of floof, but it's more the fact I'm spinning thinly, which is why it's taking me a little bit. Because it's not the longest piece of floof ever, arguably. And I think I have about an ounce left, a little over an ounce left. So that's pretty much going to be for the last bobbin. Although I feel like my second bobbin doesn't have like as much as it should. So I suspect I might have spun too much on the first one. Like it might be a little over an ounce. So I might have to see about transferring a wee bit off of that one onto the second one. Which it should be fine. But I just want it even enough. I know it's not going to be perfectly even. I just don't want to make sure it's like egregious how uneven the spun amount is on the 4 bobbins here. And I really am curious how this is going to turn into a 4-ply. Let's see. Okay. Also, Jane, remember that Cascade Heritage Wave yarn you had gotten from Little Knits? I found some on a website called Wool & Company, which I got that and like 2 other solids to see how I feel about it, which it's same prices pretty much as Knit Picks / We Crochet, and also free shipping, pretty much flat free shipping regardless of the minimum, which is nice. And I didn't have to pay any tax, which was weird. Unless the tax is built into the price. But I doubt it. But yeah, it was weird. I was like, wait, there's no tax on this. Although I'm not sure if it's because of where I got it from, because I have no clue what the taxes are for Illinois. Like, whatever their tax laws may be. So I am completely clueless on that one. Also, I should check if I need to move this hook. Yeah, I should probably move that hook. That would likely help. Also, do let me know if there are any viewing issues on your ends, anybody who is not lurking, because you are totally free to lurk. But, yeah. Things are being very weird. So I very much want to make sure things are alright, at least on your end. I already stopped the stream right as I was getting on, and that didn't seem to change matters, so I'm not quite sure what the hell is happening. Could be connection between Twitch and the broadcasting tower might be having a moment. Which it certainly wouldn't be the first time that's ever happened. Do, 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 do. Probably gonna be somewhere in the middle end of stuff. Yeah, it's on the way here. Last I checked, it got through the regional distribution thing for Chicago. It should be here Monday, so I'm gonna look at it Monday. I do recall you saying it was a little bit thicker than, you know, your typical sock weight yarn, if I recall correctly. Oh, I'm not sure if that'll apply to the solid colors, which they have a lot of solid colors. Which, let me throw the link at you. There it is. Do. I will never stop saying how much I am in love with that foot pedal. Foot pedal is the best. Alright, so do. Woolen Company. Come on. Oh, it would help if I would actually type the right letters. You know. That might, you know, do something. But yeah, for the wave I got the roses color, which is pink and red. Because they have a whole bunch. Oh, I didn't even see solar. That's stupid bright. Tropical. Seattle. Plume. I think there's what? Nightshade? Yeah, Nightshade. Also a pretty one. If I do like the roses one, I might get some more. Because, you know, I've been trying to find something that is similar to Chroma Twist fingering, which has stopped existing for a while. I still want something similar to it because I am stubborn and like stuff with long color changes like that. But yeah, that costs $14, which is pretty much the same as when you get the Hawthorne from Knitpick / We Crochet, which I do want to eventually try some of their speckled yarns, but I want to make sure it's one of their speckles that do not have like a white background as the base, because I'm not fond of like anything with a white background because I will get it dirty really quickly, because I wear pretty much hand knit socks all the time. Which, speaking of, I should probably wash some of my hand knit socks. Plus I have to need to finish darning a couple of them, like 2 or 3. I just haven't gotten to that, but I probably should. Alright, we're getting closer to finishing this piece. Also, we are continuing to drop frames like it's the Titanic here. And it's driving me nuts. And I really don't know why. Come on. There it is. And so, why is that itchy? Do. Also, I really do hope this doesn't turn too thick, but given how thin I've been spinning, this yarn as a whole, once I do the 4-ply, should be about fingering weight. But we will see. Because it's thinner than my typical thinnest, which is 40 wraps per inch. And usually a 3-ply of that is typically about a good sock weight, so any thinner than that, I presume, would warrant a 4-ply rather than the typical 3-ply. But we'll find out. Come on. Okay, that is like hair thin. Do 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 do. So if this thing doesn't cut off before break, like, you know, has to restart itself, I might stop and restart the stream again and see if that helps the frame lagginess going on here. But we'll see. Still have another like 20 minutes or so. Alright, do I need to move my hook yet? Nope, we're still good. Uh-oh, let's try it again. Also, even though art is not listed on the schedule for streams and stuff, I still plan to do art streams, but it's probably not going to be as frequent. And also it kind of forces me to actually do the stuff I need to do offline. Like at least get some work done on that. One thing I was worried about when changing my setup around a little bit was whether or not I'd be able to stay in frame. Which so far it seems to not be an issue, which I'm very much happy about. I know that sometimes can be a flaw of mine, my ability to stay in frame while doing things. But that also depends on what kind of project I'm doing. Although at the same time, I do eventually want to see about switching around my setup mildly. Alright, and how about now? Almost there. It's almost dead even, so I might need to move this soon enough. I don't have terribly much left in my hands. So we will see. Oh well. Come on. Also, has anybody watched Hawkeye? Which I know I mentioned it like once or twice. Just because I find it a really good mini-series of a show. Which I do wonder. Yep. Mm-hmm. Alright. Yeah, let's move this back a little bit. Oops. Too much draft. Let's get that stick back together. Also, I'm trying not to hunch as much. I'm not sure if I pulled something in my back or what. I literally leaned forward this morning and there was just like a mildly sharp pain at my back and I was just like, nope, let's not do that again. I really do hope I didn't pull anything. Because given my posture is probably not the best thing ever. To put it mildly. I imagine that does not help matters. Alright, let's go. Come on. Almost there. We have like a tiny, tiny bit left, which that would be this. Alright. And that should about do it. If this is an ounce. We'll see. If not, I use the other piece I have sitting right there. There it is. Alright, so... Oh, let's make sure to turn this off for the moment so I don't somehow injure myself. So that's not a thing I need right now. Alright. Get this to come off here. Come on. There it is. And here. And let's turn on this thing, see what it be. So for this to have an ounce on here, this needs to say 4.2. So if it's about 4.2, you should be all good. If not, nope. Okay, the hell. Come on. That's better. Yeah, I need a little bit more. Yep. So I'm gonna need to spin this other bit of it. Cool. Alright. I thought so. Alright, so let's get you back up here. And... oh, okay. Really about to be like, where did I put that? There. Set this back here. Come on, why? I just need to do the thing, please. Please. There it is. Which, I'm trying to be wary of this part in the front because I've had this for, once it hits April, I'll have had this thing for about a year now, so got to pay attention and make sure this doesn't start dry rotting on me, which there's a replacement one of these bands on the front here that comes with the thing. So I'm pretty much alright for now, but I'll eventually need to buy some online, which shouldn't be too terrible. Just need the exact measurements of this thing to see how much it is. And let's put that back here. Come on, make this through. Alright, and then let's draft this bit. Oops. Oh, it's off. That would help. Ta-da! Alright. Also, I think I'll need to turn down the tension a little bit. I feel it practically dragging the thing out of my hand. Almost. That's better. Do. So this is probably not going to take me too long to spin. Also, really? What kind of underspun crap was that? That's better. Ta-da! Alright, so... It still looks a little bit underspun, although I'm not sure if that's the same place. Yeah, that's a different place. That's mildly not right. This is gonna be stock yarn. This is gonna be a 4-ply once I do the last bobbin. Excuse me. I was like, I felt that sneeze coming. There was no way I was gonna be able to mute that. Oh wells. But yeah, for what specifically this will be, I have no clue. It'll be socks. Not sure if it'll go to Sock Madness socks. It'll depend on the yardage, how thick this is. And how it'll look like. Because this is not going to be a solid. And depending on how it applies. Might have to use it for a specific pattern of some kind. Maybe. But we'll see. But yeah, that's all in a to be determined sort of way. Alright. Okay. Why like that? I swear, it's always at like the beginning of a draft bit. I always feel like the thing is like mildly not drafted evenly like the rest of it. And it bothers me. Like there's a bit right there. But it's probably me being a wee bit picky. It'll be fine, but that bit of minute detail matters to me. Alright. Also, might need to slow this down a little bit since I turned down the tension. Which I'm surprised, given it's silk, I'm still hovering it around a 2. Given the adventures I had with the smaller wheel, although the motor was literally half what this is top speed. It makes sense. Wouldn't need to go as high with this. I figured I'd be closer to a 3 when it came to that. But apparently not. And we have a hair-thin one here. Jeez. Oh, you guys can't even see that when I show you things like that because getting my hands in this end frame is obnoxiously difficult. Let's see. Given how high this is, I might have to move back this to get my hands anywhere near being within frame. Great. Whoops. Well, but yeah, I'm being a wee bit more consistency conscious with this. For whatever reason. Oh, also, Anybody who likes using their Twitch channel points, I added some stuff from pixelplush.dev. So in addition to the drop games, you can do some stream weather stuff. So if you click the little donut below, which, yes, I know the currency says stocks, I need to draw the thing to replace the donut there. The donut is currently a placeholder. I did draw the stock, but I need to finish that on the laptop. Likely do that after stream today. That's not something that should take terribly long. So, if not today, tomorrow, at worst. And then put it on there. I did a basic sock. Ta-da! That's what I thought. Yeah, it's gonna hang out here for a bit before I even move back. That's definitely sort of a divot. Oh well. Oop. I jammed on that foot pedal way too hard. Whoops. It's my fault. Yeah, you can see how thin I am spinning, like. This might be closer to a 60 wraps per inch than a 40. Which I can't tell if it's a 60 because I don't have the smaller wraps per inch tool. Liz! Hello, hello, hello! Hi guys! Let's see. Hopefully you guys can see me fine. My frames have been shit and I continue to be shit right now and I don't know why. But welcome, Raiders. I had you open, so I guess that means I can curl the stream. I don't have to see myself double time. Yay! Yeah. Ugh. It's been annoying. I've literally stopped and started the stream. And it's like, no, that didn't work, so I'm just like, you know what? I will stream. Fuck this. But how was the rest of your stream? I saw your spinning. I peeked over for a second and saw you were doing the spin on the e-whale. Because I know you're debating doing that. Yay! Awesome. Anybody who's not been here before, hi, Serena Variety Caster of Way Too Many Things, which, let me go to the face cam while I do the talky talk part, which I've made a couple of changes in the stream scenes, as you can see with the backgrounds and stuff, because I've been meaning to do that. Plus, I have a couple of stuff in my channel stuff working nice. Thank you. I definitely enjoyed the 3-week break I had, but it's definitely nice being back. I changed my schedule, which, that should be, yeah, right there in chat. So it's Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays now instead of Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So I basically cut out the schedule from 4 to 3 days. Okay, there we go. Making me itch. Just adjust up. Pretty much. It had me sneezing earlier while I was spinning, and I was just like, and there's a sneeze coming. There was like no way I could mute the mic. But yeah, so basically what I'm doing right now is spinning some floof. I plan to eventually 4-ply. We're pretty close to getting the 1 ounce amount I want on this bobbin, so basically once that's done, we're gonna switch to last bobbin, which I have a lead hanging out here. Alrighty. Enjoy your food, Noms. Also, yeah, don't like that. Indeed. I was gonna use the purple one, but I'm like, I already used one purple one. It's fine. But yeah, if anybody enjoys chill times, because I basically, for the most part, do use cafe background music and sometimes some chill hop music as background for my streams. Totally feel free to hang out, possibly give a follow if you would like. But, yep, still working perfectly fine for me. I have not had any issues. So it looks like I probably didn't get the ones with the motor weirdness, although I think that was one of those where it's like, if that was gonna happen, it would be like within the first month, couple hours or so of use, so pretty much fine. Which I was just saying that, hey, this is gonna be a year old in April, so the only thing I'm gonna have to make sure to pay attention to is the little stretchy thing in the front here. Because you know that's gonna dry eventually, because, you know, plastic. But it comes with a replacement one in the thing, so if that does happen, I could just change it for now. I'll probably make sure to buy, yeah, that. I always forget what it's called, but yeah, the yellow ring in the front. So I've literally already had to replace the tension thing, but that's just, you know, a piece of cotton yarn, which that's fine. That's what I was wondering. Could you oil them, or if that was like pretty much redundant? Which, if you can oil them, that would work perfectly fine. That happened to my Nano, where it's like I picked it up and it's like, because I left it like hanging out in my room for a couple months, I picked it up and it just snapped, and I was like, cool, it dried out, so I get to buy one now. Yay. I managed to grab one easily, because they're pretty much easy to find, plus they give you the size you need. So it's perfectly fine either way. Used for a seal, it's got clean. They greased them up just a tiny bit, but that was more for a seal. That makes sense. You definitely want your seals to be pretty much airtight, but at the same time, make sure it doesn't like stick to the thing. Probably wouldn't, yeah. As long as it isn't like a ridiculous amount of oil on them, it should probably be alright, but we'll see. Also, anybody who has channel points in here, you'll want to check out the rewards, because I added some stuff, including fun little things like this. Which, that's one of the premium stuff from Pixel Plush. So we got some snow and some lightning and a bunch of other things. Thank you. It's been pretty much an hour. Posture. Yeah, my posture is garbage, so... Ugh. Also, when I remember. Appreciated. Also, does this thing feel loose or is it me? The straw in this thing. I was like, is this thing being weird? No, it's fine. Oh, so MC, thank you for that posture check. Yeah, I've had this since college. I think this is like 1.2 liters. I have to go Google it, but you should be able to find it online. It has like a little, in summer, you can put in there like a little thing you can put in the freezer to like keep the water cold. But given it's winter, I obviously have no need for that. Like literally I could just leave it on the ground and it'd probably get cold. Although in here it's pretty warm. But still. But yeah, I'm not sure if I pulled something this morning. I really hope not. I literally leaned forward. It was like something just mildly just stabbed me in the back. And I was not happy about it. So that's a thing. Oh, can I reach that from here? Maybe? Not the cup. Or did I move that? Oh, I did move that. Whee! So I have a chainmail commission I got started. Someone commissioned me bracelet thing. And the trans flag colors, which I don't have the white. Because white tends to be one of those rare colors for chainmail rings. Although I do have a couple of tiny ones in white, but I have pink and blue, which I need more of this blue. Like I was running out of this blue and I was like, I could wait till later. And then it was like, they wanted this blue, so I had to go and order more. I had literally just bought like a good chunk of restock. Like nearly $50, including the shipping for restock, and then it's like, I guess I'm gonna need more rings. So I had to throw out another $15 to buy that and more of the silver. I'm using that silver in lieu of a white. So that's a thing? Which is going to be slightly longer than my last one. Need a measurement, but it's definitely going to be longer than 8 inches. So you'll find it. Yeah, I needed to restock in a couple of colors I was low on anyway. Plus, I kind of need them for the stitch markers too. So I have not gotten to do the rest of them in the rest of the colors I have. Although I might not do it in every color I have, because one of them I barely have a ton of them. I love that. Yeah, those are really fun. Plus the fact is, when it comes to cleaning, all you have to do is like have like some warm water and some soap, like dish liquid soap, and then you're good to go. Obviously make sure you dry it off. A sandwich! I was talking about chainmail commission I got, which I was gonna work on this on stream today, then I was like, I did chainmail yesterday, let's not. So, likely next week. Because it's going to be a long one. A little over 8 inches. I expect like 8.5, maybe 9. Yeah, it's a pretty blue, but when I first was ordering all the stuff, they didn't have it any in stock. And literally, after mine got shipped out, it was like, oh hey, we now have 4 bags of this in stock, and it's like, you couldn't have come with that earlier, guys. My only thing is that the silvery ones are going to be a little bit thinner than standard, but it should be fine. I think it was like a custom thing. And someone sent back like a couple of them. So I was like, you know what, it should be fine. It depends. Given anodized aluminum, which do I have my thing around? Oh, okay. Let me grab my pliers. Yeah. I was worried I had it, like, completely out of reach. But yeah. Let's move you over here for the moment. They do scratch if you're not careful, but basically, with how you open them, it's like, if you're holding them correctly, which these guys are flat. But you know, if your grip doesn't slip, they'll be fine. But it also depends on what kind of weave that you're doing, but if you need to like get a ring within like a very tiny space or something, that could also cause potential marking on them, like scratching up on them. But given anodized aluminum is like pretty cheap, if I see one that's like too scratched up, I basically will just toss it. Because they get sent by the ounce, so basically you can get about 400 of these per ounce you buy, which is about $5. So it's like, is it like hundredths? Yeah, so there's some leeway. Although I do honestly hate having to toss rings anyway. But also they're hypoallergenic, although these large ones are steel. So, just in case, I should mention, so if anyone has like a possible nickel allergy, you might have to be mindful of that. But you could use anodized aluminum in lieu of that. That would make it a little bit lighter, too. But I do eventually want to play with the... what is it? I think it's niobium or something like that. But those are quite expensive in comparison. They're like about 5 times the amount that the anodized aluminum costs, give or take, depending on the size. But yeah, about 5 times, so about $25 per ounce there. So you kind of need to be careful with those. Honestly, so far it is dragon scale for the most part, but I do like the cubes too. Which, can I reach cubes from here? These are Japanese cubes. Not difficult, but they're very fun. And you can honestly have them, I guess, like a fidget cube sort of thing. Which I've had this sitting around for a while. Not sure what the heck I'm gonna do with it. Which this is very Halloweeny colors. I am trying to learn more weaves, but sometimes, depending on the weave, you need, like, you know, rings of multiple sizes, so that can be confounding sometimes. Plus, you know, limited space. And I can't just buy rings all the time, so I try to, like, say, once or at worst twice a year, try to stock up on what I have, and then basically go from there. Also, should I take a break? You know, it's been about an hour, 15 minutes. I know it probably says an hour and 10 on your side because I had to start and stop the stream. But yeah, probably good that I take a break. Also, wash the cup that I had tea in. So I'm gonna take my break. I'll be back in about usual 10 minutes. And I will chat you guys some more. Hopefully this thing doesn't crash, because it's dumb. There we go. Oh, also hi Veggie. How goes? Hope you're doing well. Also, Tantel, if you're still here, another thing that I like doing, I finally found this weave pattern on the internet. It's basically taking this pattern and kind of turning it into pine cone sort of thing. Which I'm also pondering maybe making tinier ones of these and doing with stitch markers, which I don't have as many colors with the tiny rings, which by tiny I mean the 20. I think it's 20 American wire gauge. It's usually 20 or American or standard, probably American. Which by that I mean these, because they are very tiny. So yeah, back. Let's see, where am I? Do I want to move this hook? Yeah, probably move this hook a little bit before we get started. Also move that cord so I don't get it caught in there. Thank you! Ah. Oh, that would not be helpful. I'm trying to avoid getting this caught in here because that would be a bad time. So I very much appreciate it if this thing would stay out of my way. That'd be cool. I swear, why do camera cords always hate me? Man, not sure if you heard me. I was talking about when you asked me about favorite chainmail stuff. Yay! I like that leaf one. They have like a couple more, but I kind of felt they were like a little bit arguably redundant, so I kept most of them. But I can change it. Which I do like, they automatically become like redemptions in the thing, but you could customize them for the amount of time you can have on them, which, let me fiddle around with the rest of them. I'd put like a, what is it, 20-minute cooldown? But I think I'm gonna modify it to 10, because 20 feels a wee bit excessive. I just don't want people throwing it up every 5 seconds. Because that might get annoying real quick. But I do love the stream weather thing. It's one of those premium things on there. Alright. Do-do-do-do-do. Alright, and let's see. Oh wait, I can add the leaf emotes and make it leaf one. That works. Alright, cool. Think about that later. No, they don't, and it's annoying. So it's like, just in case I remove the incentive or the ability for people to mass spam, although I doubt I'll have a serious issue with that. So I feel like it don't attract like a ton of people spamming forever and ever, so it's fine. Alright, so basically, plan is to finish spinning this piece of floof here, which is not terribly much. So, probably going to be done soon enough and then start with the last bobbin. Which, for anybody wondering, this is Alley Cat's fiber. I had bought it last year during... right before Tour de Fleece, like on my birthday. And I had it sitting around, I was like, you know what? I could spin this. Plus I've been meaning to try spinning anything with like any sort of silk content on here. And see how it would fare. So far it has not been an issue. Which I think this is Mustang Lavender. I believe it was called. Because I have the tag around here somewhere. Label, rather. but I have no idea where it is right this second, or else I would show you. It's 80% merino, 20% Tessa silk. So with socks, this should definitely be sturdy enough. Also, I remembered because Liz had mentioned the D&D stuff she's doing. My D&D thing unfortunately fell through because no one else wanted to play. Which made me sad. No one really had like any expressed interest. I was just like, aw, I want to play the thing. I'm probably gonna end up watching some other people play a different one, which that's fine. So I'd be able to get some semblance of a grasp of what's going on before I get dunked into one. Which is probably the best course of action. Because the plan was like right after Christmas to get on doing that, but almost everyone just kind of noped out, and I was just like, why? It is what it is, though. Come on. I should probably move this hook pretty soon. There it is. I should probably get a thing for this to stand on so I'd be able to arrange this angle on this how I want to. Although I could probably just grab a couple books off my bookshelf and do that. Alright. More books. Alright, let's see. Is that... Oh, let's move that. Oh, I was like, why is that so high? That would help. My only thing is that given not a ton of space on makeshift table, so I kind of have to make sure I don't make things fall off like I did the mic the other day. That was fun. Also, that means I could tilt this down a little bit so it's not in my face any longer. Yeah. So that works. I really do wish I had gotten a light with this sort of gooseneck sort of thing the first time around, so I wouldn't have needed to buy this light now, but the other one is still useful even though the hinge is pretty much busted at this point. Although it worked for a year, so I'd say it made its money's worth in usage. Oh, also, has anybody seen this thing about, like, an emo what is it, Friars Fest, someone's called it. I think, what, Paramore and a whole bunch of other groups are like having a, or at least are part of a possible concert thing, which I'm just like, you sure? You sure you want to do this about now? Like, I think tickets are on sale or anything already. If it turns into it. Yeah, someone, like, right under there was like, emo Warped Tour, and I was just like, I hope not. Not Warped Tour. Emo Friars Fest is like, no, we don't need those again. Plus, if it's not on, like, a random island or something, you should be fine? I'd hope. Got it. Yeah, I realized as soon as I was like, no, that's basically Warped Tour. I look, oh, it's out there. I wasn't sure where, but I was like, I know it's over your ways. I wasn't sure how local it is. Nice. But yeah, it's like a ton. Oh yeah, that tracks. That is jogging your memory, so that definitely tracks. But yeah, was it My Chemical Romance? Or am I just digging, like, 2000s nostalgia? But it was like a whole bunch of acts planning to go over there. Like, I'd say 10? Okay. Okay, I was like, I swear I saw them. Am I imagining things? $60. Oh, Jesus. That is a lot. I mean, you're gonna get your money's worth if it happens. But yeah, more than likely, I feel like, given that the actual groups are like, hey, this is the thing, we're selling tickets, it's more legit than, you know, Friars Fest was, which I'd watched a thing on that and it was just like an utter disaster from start to finish. Like, the signs were there, like, heavily the signs were there that this was not gonna be a thing. But people were like, let's go over to this island. Yeah. It was like this one guy basically was like, let's see if we can just get this thing here. And I think after he got charged for all of that, I think he tried to like sell some fake Globe and Gold or Oscar tickets or something like that. It was a whole thing. It was a mess. Like, if I need to go to a random island to go to a thing, nah, I'm good. You have fun. I'll sit over here. Not doing that. Which, when was that? Like 2016 or so? It feels like it's been forever since that absolute debacle happened. Alright, let's see. Should be about 4.2? Yeah! Alright. So we got about an ounce here. Alright, so let's see. Fourth spot in. Oh, so I need to eventually maybe replace the battery in this. Because I have not replaced it in a while, so I should probably do that. Maybe. Possibly. Alright. Let's get you back on here. Ow. My finger pinched between where the rolling thing was. I should know better than that. Alright, where's my lead? I picked up lead. There it is. Alright, so let's pull this here. Although I don't need to really tension it at this point. Alright. Yeah, I was like, I'll be fine. I was not fine. But luckily it's not anything that would cut me, so it'll be fine. Also, what's that bit of floof right in there? Yeah, I guess tiny bit of floof got caught in that. Alright. I really should eventually see if I could spin some thick yarn. Like maybe some worsted weight, since I have some acrylic floof anyway. So it really couldn't hurt. This is a lot longer than I normally would have as a lead, but it's like, I figured it was fine and I didn't need to cut it in half. Maybe I should, but we'll be full. Cool. Ah. Get in here. And I nearly just hooked the thing into my hand. Cool. I'm just nearly injuring myself all day here. That's fine. Totally don't need to function. Totally not. Alright, let's see. Ooh, let's get that off of there so it stopped doing that. Alright, that should be good enough. Oh no! How did you think you were fine and then it was just like, nope. Alright. So this is just tiny bit over an ounce. Wow. Great, I just hooked that thing through and then I just... Foot pedal, why? Why hast thou forsaken me? Little small magnet things with the ceramic shard in it. Oh. Ow. That had to hurt. Oh, come on. Let me do the thing. It's probably a little bit short is the problem. Come on. There it is. Ta-da! Alright. So let me pull off a little bit of this. Those things are sharp. Ah, okay. I was like, wait, that hopefully was not that deep. That sounds like not fun. Normally I would cut this thing, but I'm just drafting gonna pull it apart. So I've been doing that lately. Ta-da! I don't know why I never thought of doing that in the first place. Because it kind of makes more sense in the not have to worry about having scissors around. Plus not cutting the fiber. But honestly, either way works fine. At least for me it does. Alright. Alright, fourth bobbin is a go. Let's see if I can get this thing to attach here. And go from there. Okay, yeah. Definitely a wee bit more tension. Okay, is it not enough? Yeah. I need to see if I can get this to pull a wee bit more. Kept bleeding for it. Oh no. More of a nuisance than the pop-up. To spin without risking. Oh no. also. Come on. Did I put how much twist in there already? Yeah, it's already not gonna do the thing. Alright, let's see. Come on. Draft. There it is. It's like you're way too thick to not draft. Come on. Yeah, I'm not feeling any pull here. And there's a bit of tension. Let's see. How about now? There it is. That was weird. Normally that's enough beforehand to have enough tension on there. That's strange. That's better. At the same time, I kind of enjoy doing this, but at the same time when you kind of want to spin something else. That's kind of the stage I am with this, because I've been spinning this for like, I'd say on and off for like 2 months now. Which I love it, it's pretty, but it's like, can we get to the plying? Baby, please. Oop, damn it. Alright. Okay, that's looking a little thick in places. Let's pull that back. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's gonna bother me if it's a little too thick in parts. But yeah, let me turn down the tension a little bit and see if that helps. Also turn down the speed. Do. Okay, it's not taking. Come on. So I think after next break I might switch to something else. I'm not sure. Depends. So I feel like doing something else right now and I don't know why. Although it might have been I was spinning a little bit before stream started, so I've been spinning at least 2 hours now because I wanted to get the bobbin filled enough that it wouldn't take forever. Come on. A bit more drafting. None of this thick garbage here. Although it's not garbage, it's just more of it's off compared to everything else. Alright. A little bit faster. Also, looks like I got my phone case thing, which I'm making sure I'm not showing the side that has my address on it. Thank you for that follow! What is that? Red Scatty? Which I hope that's not euphemism for anything that I don't know of. But thank you for that follow. Hopefully you're having a good Saturday so far. I'm spinning some floof, just started a new bobbin. Because this will eventually be 4-plied, so I'm spinning an ounce of this on this bobbin. Like ridiculously thin. Like this is thinner than what I'm typically accustomed to spinning. And let's not knock over a wheel. TV box. Which I have my rasp wrench tool. Typically I spin it out. Can you see? No, cannot see that. Typically I spin 40 rasp wrenches, which is the lowest on the... Oop. Lowest on this rasp wrench tool, but this is definitely thinner than that, so I suspect this might be closer to 60. Which for anybody who's unfamiliar with doing spin stuff, so the thinner you are, if you're going for like a target weight, you typically have to be at a target thickness. Although, yeah, it actually is about 40. It feels thinner. And there are parts there it's like pretty much hair. Yeah, I can kind of see a little bit of the white, so maybe. Kind of in the realm, but kind of not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So the whole rasp wrench thing, it just matters based on what you prefer to be spinning towards. Like, say if you want to specifically be spinning towards, say, a DK weight or worsted weight, the thickness of our singles, depending on how you plan to ply, has to be around like a certain rasp wrench in order to get to that target thickness. Which typically I tend to spin like sock weight yarn, give or take. But to a degree it kind of depends on the fiber. Some stuff spins thicker or thinner than other stuff, so you kind of have to be wary of that too. Might need to move soon. Yeah, probably need to move that soon. Come on. Also, I don't think I've asked about food. What do you guys have planned for dinner and so on? Sorry, I forgot I didn't eat that cracker. Whoops. Try not to munch terribly much on camera. But for dinner, what are we having? Probably pizza. I'm gonna have to put that in the oven about once I end for today, if not a little bit after that. It has kind of become a thing on Saturdays. It's the least time intensive plus the least amount of effort. Which is definitely preferred on Saturday. Come on. Yeah, it's fine enough. Alright, I'm gonna move this a little bit forward. There we go. There's no point in being down here because you can't really see my hands terribly much in that camera. It's not much higher the arm can go, so there is no way I'm gonna get my hands and this in frame currently. I mean, arguably if this were a little bit higher in relation to me, that might work. But that would move this, put this on the higher shelf here. Which I might see about doing that sometime, maybe. Do 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 do. Oh, so I realized how much? Oh, okay. Yeah, a little bit longer on second break already. That happened quickly. Well, I might give it a little bit longer. If there's enough of you guys around, do you guys want to play some Words on Stream? Because I have not played that in a while, although obviously I want to hopefully have the stream not be too choppy, so I might restart it. Although things have settled down, so I kind of don't want to jinx it at the same time. But I might do some Words on Stream for fun, because it's been a while. Because I like that game. Which, if anybody's unfamiliar, Words on Stream is essentially a word game where basically you try to come up with the, I was thinking required, but like the selective words available from, I'd say about 6 to like 10 letters typically in a round. Which, the further you go in the game, the higher the difficulty increase, which, depending on how many words you fill out per round, you can skip levels, the max being 3. And typically, about level 8 or so is when I start having fake letters and then bonus letters, and further along it's like, hey, let's hide. Let's hide the responses until you get through. 'Cause that's fun. Totally not frustrating at all. But yeah, despite that, I do enjoy the game. Alright. Yep. So far, so good on keeping things even. Unrelated to Words on Stream, it's hilarious how mildly washed out the color is of that blue with the light on it on camera, even though, you know, A, the light's not reflecting off it that much in person, and B, that color does not look so slightly desaturated. But given, this is not like, world's best camera or anything, it'll do. Plus it could be me toggling with the white balance too, so be what it be. Come on, a little bit. Alright, not too much. Don't need that breaking on me. Oh, also, if anybody wants to support the stream, there are a variety of ways to do that with or without having to deal with the Amazon conglomerate. Which those ways including, the usual subs and bits, which, bits are a lot more scarce to come by because the whole, hey, let's not do bits for ads anymore. Baba! Hi, how goes? How goes your weekend? Hope things are doing well so far. Spinning floof, but probably gonna take a break in like 5 minutes or so and then come back and switch to words on stream. Probably gonna be a couple rounds. I'm gonna try to not sit here forever, because that is a thing I do whenever I play this game. It's very difficult to pry myself away, which is probably not good. Also why I don't play it often. Currently spinning on the last bobbin of this. So I'm gonna do a 4-ply, so about 1 ounce, or a little over 1 ounce on each bobbin. Which I'm really curious to see how this is gonna go as a 4-ply, because it's not solid colors. Should be pretty interesting to see how everything groups up. Ooh. Alright. Thank you for the bits, I appreciate you. Oh, if anybody wants to play with the drop game, because that stuff bouncing around the screen are little obstacles you can get, so you get pinged around by the drop game. Now is a really good opportunity to do so. And let's see. I might just miss it. So I have the drop game on the rest of the screens. I just tend to forget to mess. Yep, I missed it. Oh well. But yeah, supporting the stream, never required, but very much appreciated. Because pretty much every amount goes to keep upkeeping the stream and shipping things, because unfortunately, shipping things costs much money. There it is. Trying to make sure I don't break this yarn. But yeah, ways to support the stream, bits, tips. There's also Ko-fi, because I have one of those, which I do have a small shop, but that's mostly wallpapers, which if you want a wallpaper for your phone or your tablet, you can purchase one off of the shop there. Or feel free to tip there. But again, as I said, no way of contributing to the stream is ever required, but I very much appreciate the support. Just hanging out here and chatting with me or lurking is very much appreciated. There it is. Sorry, I'm at the same time trying to make sure I do this somewhat evenly enough. Also, how many of you guys play Animal Crossing in here? I am pretty much trying to upgrade the house fully. I'm at the... I have like 2 rooms left. I'm almost at the one with the I think it's what, 1.25 million bells I need? I have like 900 something thousand. So I'm slowly getting there. With money and fruit trees. Probably should make more fruit trees. That would probably help. But yeah, it's kind of like Stardew to a degree in the having neighbors, although a lot less people to deal with in comparison to Stardew. It's definitely fun in its own way. I honestly wasn't sure when I first was playing it if I was gonna like it, but it's like, huh, I do like this game. Right. Alright, yeah. Almost about hook moving time. Also, yeah, about break time, which for anybody who's just coming in, frame drop has been an issue today. For now, it seems to have leveled out for the moment, with my nearly 35,000 frames being dropped. Not sure what the issue is, but I will not poke at it, and hopefully it will not absolutely lose its mind. So I'm gonna go take my break, be back in about 10 minutes. Gonna switch to Words on Stream for the rest of the stream, so if anybody wants to play along, totally feel free to hang out and wait till I come back. Alright, game. Words on Stream, pretty much set up here. I need to pull on that. But before we get started with this, has anyone seen that the specs for Sock Madness are already up? I'm like, is it me, or are they on a wee bit early, like the last time around? I don't think they had started at this point. Like, it was after sign up, or at least during sign up, I think, that it came on, but I could be mistaken, because, you know, last year and the year before are mildly a black hole, so can't be sure. But yeah. Am I on? Yeah, I'm on this. Yay! But yeah. New phone case, which, yes, it's purple. It's a different shade of purple, though. It's light purple, also. Different design. I keep thinking it's the sun, but I'm pretty sure it's a flower. But either way, I do like it. This wasn't supposed to get here until Monday, but I got here a lot earlier, because this is coming from California. So I was just like, this is probably not going to get here until next week. But literally, like, in the span of 24 hours, it got from there to here right quick. Like, a lot quicker than I was expecting. Alright. Okay, so that's looking fine. Hopefully frames do not drop, or else this will make the gameplay a wee bit weird. Thank you. I really do like it. This is like a plum. A really nice plum. Kind of, sort of. Because this is more of a... It's like a blue undertone rather than a red undertone that plum typically has. Anyway, let's get started with some words on stream here. Alright, so now we got that set. Feel free to jump in if you feel like playing, and we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Why are you... Oh, I accidentally clicked the thing. Oh, that's what the word is. Okay. Also, it'd help if I'd click in the thing. Oh, there's 2 6-letter words. It's like cut off on the edge here, so I can't fully see. That's helpful. Do 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 do. If there was an N, I'd say energy. But that's not it. Oh, of course there would be a couple of 5-letter words. No, not geyser. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. That's gonna be the last word, so I'm probably gonna need someone to jump in with at least 1 word here in order for us to get to level 2. Yeah. So someone's gonna need to jump in with a word, because I just need 5 more points. Nope. Nah. Oh, well. Ah, don't do that. Let's see. Maybe? Oh, we need a higher goal than that. Great. Probably because there's... Oh no! There it is. Nope. Oh wait, that's 2. Ah, yeah, that would make sense. Nice. Alright. Do. Let's see. Alright, that takes care of all the 6-letter words. Let's see. Moper? Maybe? Ta-da! That works. Although... Oh wait, would it be preform for the other one? Nah. I don't think it'd be that close. I usually don't make it that close. But it made it to level 2. Which works for me. Ba-da-ba-da. Which... Oh. If anybody has any, ideas, totally feel free to jump in if you would like. Because this game usually goes a bit faster. That's what I was thinking, but that's 2 T's. Yeah. That thought literally occurred to me. I was like, nope. I was gonna say ballot, but no. You need an O. Two T's, which we do not have. It's 2 L's, not 2 T's, so... Like bell, ball... Wait. Table, even. Yeah, table's also there. Do. Alright. Okay. That's not there. Probably because that's like a proper noun. Ah! Damn it, we're not gonna make it. We only needed 3 more points. Why? Oh well. We were close. Probably needed to guess one of the higher up words. Yeah, you have to wait until, because you get locked. Once you guess, you get locked until the next section, which in this case, given it's only like 5 of them, that was the last one. Oh well. Let's play again. I think. Yep. I've never... Fair. I just presume, given that this is everywhere on Twitch. Also, I apparently opened the Paint app. Let's not do that. Nice. I was literally about to put that in there. Alright. Okay, this should be easy for us to get through. You just need like 1 or 2 more words and we should be fine. There it is. Yay! Which, for anybody who does the crafty things, you'll notice a very crafty word right there. Yeah, that was the one. But yeah, once you guess a word and you get correctly, you're locked. Until the next little lock thing right there on the screen. Which I realized me pointing like that is not going to be correct in regards to the thing. Oh well. Okay. Whip it! Hello. Socks are right there. How are you doing? How goes your Saturday? Alright. We did one. Indeed we did. That puts us as level 2. I'm sorry. Hopefully we can help in the distraction part with some word games. Real? Oh, yeah. What's that word be? I swear it's entries, but I easily could be wrong. They might have that. Now that you're unlocked, you can try that again. Is it yarn? Alright, that's fine. That would help if I'd click in this thing every time. Ta-da! I swear it's entries, but I'm probably wrong. Alright, so we have 22 points. We might not make it. Unless we get more of the big words. Which my brain is not getting to. Alright, yeah, we're not gonna make it at this point. Oh well. Womp womp. Oh well. Oh, turns like the bird. How did I not think of that? Oh well. Let's see. It's probably not the word. That was the one. Oh. Yep. Let's see. Wait for that to unlock. Alright. I was thinking dandy. There it is. Why am I stuck right here? Maybe? Nope. Alright. That would be a word. There it is. Yay! My brain is like demand, but there's no E there, so that makes no sense. Yeah, my brain is just like, nope. Oh well. We made it through. Oh wait, dino. Like dinosaur. Darn. Oh well. Let's see if this next round's anyless. It would help if I would do that. There it is. Nice. And it was probably what I'm thinking. Yep. Jinx. Ta-da! Oh, wow. It's locked. You have to wait a second. Coil. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There it is. Alright. What else? Pop, clip. Pile. Yeah, I was gonna wait till you get that because I didn't want to take it because I knew you knew it. Nope. That's not a word. I know it's not a word. Yeah, in there I'm just like at a loss for what it could be. But we made it to round level 3, so that works. Oh, we skipped 2 levels. Oh yeah, because we were really close to having all the words. So that works. Alright, so round 4 it is. Let's go! Let's see what we get. Ah, nice. My brain did not come up with that whatsoever. But it came up with that, so... Maxi. No. That's not gonna work. I don't have a D. Oh, that would have been a good one. Alright. Nice one. Main, mine, main, salmon. Although, let's see if that does work. Sometimes it just doesn't pick up guesses. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't take up guesses. It's weird. Well, that's usually just the game being weird. Let's see. No. Nope. Alright. Good thing we got most of the small words. That helped. Alright, so that's a 1 level. So that puts us at level 5 it is. Also, but you've gotten to the overall lead. Nicely done. Do 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 do. Oh, it would help if I would do that. Jinx. Do 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 do. And that was the other one. I was gonna get... Alright. Let's see. Okay, we are just on the same wavelength. That is hilarious. And it looks like we'll probably make it, unless no one else guesses another word. There we go. Oh my god. We keep getting all the same words. Oh, let's see. What else? Huh. I should have guessed that. Okay. Why do I... Hello. Oh, it would help if I'd actually press the enter. Let's see. No, that wouldn't work. Oh, that is a word. Okay. That one was just a guess. Oh, we skipped 2 levels. Nice. Alright, so that means we're gonna get into fake letter territory right now. So there's gonna be a fake letter, so we're gonna have to guess from there which letter is the fake one. Yep. Let's see. Alright, so D is fake. So basically, don't try to come up with any answers with the letter D. It will not take because that is a fake letter. Let's see. Oh. Remember, D is fake. I literally just did the same thing. Yeah. I literally did the same thing I said not to do. D is fake, so root's not gonna work. I literally did the exact same one. Let's see. Maybe? I think. Yep, femur. Alright. Nope. Remember, D is fake. There it is. Yeah, that's a thing once you get up that high. Once you get past level 8, like about 8 is about where the fake letters start coming in. It's a thing. It's annoying. But it's one of those things you kind of have to keep in mind. Plus there's... After a little while, there's going to be a bonus letter, too. Yep. Likely that's going to be the Z is the fake one in this round. Oh. My brain's like, what is that word? And it's like, never mind. Z's fake. Thought so. No, you're fine. You're fine. There's lure, there's loot. There it is. Oh, I'm still lock. Yeah, too. Try guessing that again now that you've gotten the thing. There you go. Alright. Oof. Are we gonna make it? Maybe. There it is. Alright, one more word. You already got that, so let's see. R-U-T? Yeah. So close, but no. Oh well. That was a good round. We were so close, too. Okay, what kind of timer we have here? I can do one more round and then I'll probably call it a day at this point. Alright, so let's restart. But yeah, it gets ridiculously harder. Like, there are levels where they hide the... where they hide the answers until you get to the amount you need to finish the round. It's annoying. Let's see. There it is. Alright, I think I'm locked, right? Yeah. Ta-da! Oh wait, I'm still locked. Don't know why I did that. Alright. Ah! I'm a dumb. Why did I not think of that? There it is. I was like... Let's see. Crayon. Maybe? Yeah, staring is like... Is that what I think it is? Oh wait, yeah, that would go in there. Duh, that would not work. Let's see. But we're fine to get to the next level, so it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. You would need another O for that, but that was on my mind too. Which, Rococo is ridiculous as an art form, because it is over the top everything. I remember seeing that in my fine arts class that one time when they were showing it, and it's just like stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff, and it's just like, how does one even know where to begin looking? Like, it's insane. Alright. Oh, we skipped 2 levels. Nice. So, level 3 it is. Whee! Yeah, this should hopefully be an easy-ish one. I hope I don't jinx myself by saying that. Well, actually, no, we're actually really close to the goal. We're fine. Let's see. Wait. That's what I thought. Wait, yeah, locust would need an S. Never mind. Ver. I was thinking that too. But you need another E for that, I think. Yeah, you need another E. Maybe? Nope. We made it, so it's fine. Oh yeah, I thought of that earlier. We keep it up on the save wave. It's hilarious. But yeah, 2 4-letter words and 1 6-letter word. Oh well. Oh, we skipped 2 levels again. Nice. Alrighty. Oof. I better sit back. My back's gonna hate me if I keep doing this. I very much stop. Yep. Alright. I'm gonna wait till the last one. Well, till the next one, rather. Boop, boop, doop, doop, doo. Ah, that's what it is. Nice one. My brain wants to think of something with toast, and it's like there is no est, so it's not going to be toast. So I don't know why my brain wanted that so badly. Alright, let's see how we're doing in points. Okay, we're close. Yay! Nice. Alright, so we have that. Longest word is already there. But that would have been a good guess, I think. Alright, and that's the last word I could guess. Let's see. I think, no. You needed E for that word. No. Trot. Trot is also there, but probably not going to get in there. Yeah. Oh well. Alright, level 6 it is. Yeah, wee bit close. Let's see. Oh. Yep. Alright, let's see. Remember, you have to wait for the next unlock thing. Or what? But I don't... Unfortunately, we are stuck with that. Okay. No, we're not. Retour. Boo. Nope. No. Come on. Not utter. Tor. Why is my brain not doing the thing? I think I already said that. Yes, I did. Yeah, we're not making this one. Ooh, Tor! Darn it, we were close too. Maybe? Nope. No! Okay, I'll play one more round. Damn it. You see, this is why I don't play. Yeah, we were close. It'd be like that sometimes. Let's see. Ah! Nice. There we go. All right. Do 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 do. Darn. That was the exact word I was thinking. There it is. Oh wait, no E. And that's already there. Oh, you just got that. Nope. Oh, that is a word. Huh. Oh well. Nice job. Alright, so let's move on to round 2. Let's see what we get. Let's see. Okay, that's not... Oh, geology. Nice one. Huh, okay. Wow, I love we all guess and it's just like, nope. There it is. Alright, gooey. Let's see. Okay, that works. Yay! Alright. Nope. Alright. Log. Nope. No, there's no... Yeah, that's not gonna work. Why is this not coming to me at all? imagine. But I think that's like a proper word, maybe. Oh, that is a one. Okay. Well, given ology. Study of. So that works. Yee. Also, yeah. Sometimes there are weird hard ones out of nowhere. But we made it. Alright. Let's see. What does level 3 bring us? Alright. Oh. Yep. Remember, you guys are locked, so. Blend. Yep. Oh, okay. If only there was a C, we'd have dunce. Gotta wait. Alright. So we have 4 four-letter words left. Alright. Let's see. Yep. Let's see. I don't think so. Okay. That was just a guess. Okay. Let's see. Alright. That went well. Also, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, we have 3 level. Yay, 3 stars. So that means we jump all the way to level 6. Thank you. The second time I had to sneeze today. Not sure what's up there. Really? I love they had just that in just word. Perfectly. That usually doesn't happen, like, immediately off the jump like that. Expo! Let's see. Port. Alright, we might make it. Maybe. Poet. There we go. Let's see. No. I'd need a V for that. Me. Wrote. Alright. Oh. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, not the one I was guessing, but that's also a good one. Nope. Yeah. I was hoping. Nope, not a word. Although, arguably, if I had GE, there'd be protege, but whatever. Alright, so now if we've gotten past going up 3 levels again, we are at level 9, which will be fake letter territory. So beware, once again. Sometimes it's hard to tell what the fake letter is. But in a good couple cases, you can usually tell. Something like that. X might be fake, then. Maybe. We'll see. Alright. Yep, X is indeed fake. Nope. Oh yeah, we already have all the 4-letter words. No! Huh. Alright. Thank you, Cuttlefish, for being a thing. Ow. I do wonder what those 5-letter words are. Unless... Nope. Cleat is not there. Cleat is never a word. I swear, it's almost never a word, and it's not fair. Nice job. We got to level 10. Alright, so let's go. How long am I going? Almost 420. Let's see. Alright, and P is fake. P is fake. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Yep. That's exactly the word I want. Yeah, it was already there. No. Oh well. Let's see. Ah! There it is. Alright, cool. Oh, it'd be great if I'd actually do the thing. It's a good and a bad thing that we're making it, because, that means I keep not leaving. Yee. No, you're not already locked. I'm surprised. There it is. Yeah, it just didn't take. That was weird. And 3 levels once again. Yee. Alright. So let's go to level 13. Oh god. which I think our record's like 20. Also, yeah, we've gotten into the bonus letter territory. Yeah. Let's see. So you're going with a fake letter and a bonus letter? Is what makes this even harder. Yeah. So one of these letters are fake. It's not going to be one of the E's, so it has to be the N or the T. Yeah, one of the letters has to be fake in there. Yep, see it is. Tree. So that works. So it has to be the N, I'm guessing. But we don't know what the bonus letter is. Let's see. S-E... That's not a word. Come on! It's not going to give it to you until you get to the other one. You have to guess it. Yeah, we're not going to make it, but it's fine. Ah, you son of a... Oh well. It's always that, because I was thinking it was a vowel, but nope. Oh well. Alright, so I'm gonna call it here, or else I'll just sit here all afternoon. Yeah, that's what it happens with this game. It gets worse. It gets worse. Trust me on that one. Alright, also I keep opening that, and I need to stop doing that. Alright, so... Okay, so it looks like the frame thing chilled out mostly. Alright. I have a face. Let's see. And this. And then... we can close that. And then get this over here so I can actually see chat, you know. Like I'm supposed to. No worries. That was fine. We were really stuck. It was one of those with the fake and the bonus letters, so it was gonna be a pain regardless. I'm gonna go see who we can go and go host into a raid. Probably host. But yeah, I definitely love doing that game. Also, you can see me unable to pull away is the reason why I don't do it terribly often. Alright. Not terribly many people crafting right now, which, given it's Saturday, I'm not shocked. Alright, Vanishing Pearl is doing some beating, so let's go over in her direction. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Liz, thank you for the raid. I very much appreciate it. Although I'm pretty sure you've wandered off at this point. Also, Jane, thank you for the resub. And Red Scatty, thank you for the follow. I really do hope that's not euphemisms or something weird. I very much had fun. Also, I'm about to sneeze again. Ugh. Yeah, made progress spinning the floof. I'll be back again on Tuesday at the... well, actually, no, probably not the usual time. Maybe. Might be earlier or a little bit later, because I have, like, a doctor phone call thing at, like, 1 something. Probably 1:30. We'll see. So, might have to either take an early break or some point. But yeah, should be back on Tuesday. I will see y'all then. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye! Boop doop doo. Where are we? There we are.